also, it's kind of crazy. I just realized the amount of wasted time, right? So, like, I realized that at one point I was driving. This was a while ago, and I was like, because I would get sleepy while driving. I'm like, oh shit, if I just like, oh, blah, 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 if I just say stuff, you can't really fall asleep while you're talking. It's very hard. You know, like you really have to be like under some sedation chemicals or something in order to fall asleep while talking. But so I'm like, oh shit, that was, you know, some people, I think what the supposed pop said he would take cold water and splash himself and then open the window so you know, you'd get really cold and stay awake. Okay, you know, but you know, there's, why not, like for example, why not do a podcast while you drive? You know, like I mean, is that really that modern? Is it really that modern technology to be able to film a podcast while you drive? No. Like this, okay, just because my phone can do this, just because I have headphones with ear audio, you could put a camera, ever since the 80s, you could put a camera in your dashboard and record what you're doing. I mean, or since 1995 at least, they were a little bit smaller, right? So, or even like, let's say you had a video camera and an audio recorder, so you could have very good audio and then a decent audio video, you know? Even let's say no video, just audio. You could have done that since the 50s, okay? So don't tell me that there's something like we're new era people, that we have something you didn't have, okay? You just didn't believe in yourself. You're just a poser. You didn't believe in yourself. That's why I'm the exposer. I'm here to expose you. Yep. But that's just a little bit of wordplay, like the butt plug stuff, you know? So, the analogies, the logy of anals, you know? So, I guess why this occurs to me is I'm like, yo, like, you know, there's because I remember the dilemma that the supposed folks got themselves into. You know, they arrived in America, and then, you know, they put themselves into different fearful based like relationships, like different fear, going from one place, running to another place, and to the point that, you know, like they it was like an exchange, like a whatever, like they got themselves into the same mess and they couldn't leave. Because they also brought the grandparents and stuff, and they didn't, you know, the language barrier. They were also stupid people. Of course, nobody, like, they didn't love themselves. So how would they ever get a second partner? Their relationship was conditional from the start, right? So if your relationship is already like not just doomed from the start, but if there's no love from the beginning, if it was conditional, like, okay, we're gonna do this for money, or we're gonna do this so we can escape prosecution. What do you expect? Like, what do you expect? I mean, you're probably gonna be stuck forever, and you're gonna have to keep that exchange going, to the point that when you're talking to your people, like let's say you're on the road, right? You know, I mean, what wasted time to just call your supposed wife or just your wife and be like, you know, yeah, you know, this. Like, if you, whether it's, let's say, sobriety, whether it's, oh, perfect, because when the supposed pops quit drinking, that would have been a great time for him to speak up, you know, to start speaking, literally, just like recording himself, speaking about who he is, where he came from, because he never did that, let alone he never went to any kind of Narcotics Anonymous AA meetings. So he only talked to the wife, who's retarded, literally retarded, like not just like, and again, not to use that word loosely, she's a bad kind of retard, like not like it's not biological, genetic, it's nothing like that, like it's not an actual medical issue. It's something where like because in a sense there's like, you know, that lately I've been seeing what's that, retard maxing, where it's like because they're true people who like are like have something screw loose. They have a lot of what is it called, confidence, right? They have no insecurities because they're just like, okay, I'm different. Ever since birth they were just like, I'm different, I'm just gonna ride this wave, right? So, but other people, they're like, I know more than you, but that's the real fucking retardation issue right there, where they're like corrupt because they think that they know something but they don't. And they try to like teach people shit, but they can't, right? So I don't know how far this goes really, but I guess there's so many wasted times. Like, think about it. Every single Friday, Sunday that Nikolai would drive, or this supposed pops guy, that he'd be driving back and forth, he could have been filming a documentary. He could have been filming a documentary about himself, about where he came from, about who he is, about art. Like, if he really thinks, I'm a great artist, tell us how you really feel, you know? Why not? Why not speak up and be real if that's who you are, right? Unless it's a pose, unless you really are a poser. Like, maybe you learned some art skills when you were young, but then you committed atrocities and now your spirit's fucked up. You know, I mean, you gotta eat some psychedelics. If you don't, you're gonna not ever grow up, really. You know, so you need an epiphany. You have to like really like have like some traumatic incident or something, because otherwise, like, I mean, 9/11 didn't help you, right? Seeing fear didn't help you, right? Seeing that shit didn't help. It was like, oh, let's run away. You know, like that means, you know. So, where did you run to? I mean, okay, now what? Okay, you got away from the fear bubble or whatever the hell was scaring you. Now what? What are you gonna do now? Like, go paint some trees? That's gay. And that's I'm just saying. People will look at that and be like, that's kind of gay. You really love wood, you know. So and there's nothing wrong with being gay. It's just, you know, be proud of yourself, you know. And if your wife wants you to like keep pretending, you know, dude, trash can, divorce, trash can, dumpster, you know, like people go dumpster diving. She might find somebody who likes her. I'm not joking. She might have more kids, you know, like she might adopt some kids. You never know. Somebody might be like, you know, I want a really like not just like a stubborn and like kind of a dumb lady, but like sort of like I want a lady who can't drive, who can't ride a bike, who doesn't really know anything at all, and but also like speaks Russian, who has like a Soviet kitchen thing but can't cook vegan. Like maybe somebody, like, seriously, go on Tinder and like make a profile like that. You might get some likes. You might get a rich person saying, I've been looking for you, you know. And if money is what you're after, if like money, I mean, yo, do it. Because I'm pretty sure that this painter guy, this supposed pops, pretty sure he's like, money's not really his thing, you know. Like, it's like, because, you know, the money for him was just a way to shut up the wife, to be like, okay, shut up, you know, shut up, here's your home, go shut up, you know. I mean, I think he's still looking for the love, you know, whether it's men, whether it's women. I mean, hey, I'll support it either way, whether it's trans people, I mean, anybody. I mean, you know, do your thing, be free, you know. Like, God ain't gonna give a fuck if you divorce. God ain't gonna give a fuck if you start fucking people while you're married, okay? He don't give a fuck. Trust me. I can vouch for this, okay? If I'm lying, okay? If I'm wrong, okay? In the afterlife, come find me and be like, shit, I fucked people while I was married and I divorced my wife and look what happened. Now I have to go spend 5 more eternities in hell. I get 5 more whippings of fire from the demons. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll step in and I'll take the whippings for you, okay? I'll step in into your demonic realm and I'll help you out, you know? So yeah, don't be scared. There's nothing to lose. Seriously, I'll vouch for that. Like, I will vouch for that, you know? But, I mean, shit. Or maybe hell will never occur. It will never go there ever again. I mean, it's been there. So, sort of, it's still there. But it's going to go away once we follow the heart. Once we do what because once our heart's like, because what's the opposite of doing what the heart is telling you? Slave driving or being a slave. You're doing things for people and you don't know their motive because your heart is closed. So, like, let's say, you're supporting wars, but you're like, oh, I'm friendly, but you're still supporting wars one way or another, you know? Like, whether it's like, not thinking about where your taxes are going, not wanting to volunteer with your dollar and vote with your dollar, like so many different protocols on like, because look, the government made it really difficult for you to not vote with the dollar, right? To not put your money into the military, right? Because they embedded it everywhere. They're like, fuck, because they realized long ago that, you know, that people are not going to vote for like a private banking system. People are not going to vote for war, you know. So they're like, shit, what are we going to do? We're going to have to do some kind of black market shit, which they do, like Contra shit, or you know, they're like, shit, we're gonna have to like steal it, or we're gonna have to like beg for it. But the people are gonna be like, no, we want roads, we want healthcare, we want all the good stuff, we want college free. We don't want to fight for war. We don't care about that shit, you know. So they had to, and they stole it so long ago. They did the system that, look at how many bases are everywhere, you know. So that's why I'm curious, like, you know, like I think it really takes a specific kind of people to like. To choose America as a place to be, you know. So because it is like not just the butthole of the world, it's like the face of the world. But so one day you wake up and realize, fuck, this planet has a butthole for a face. Fuck, shit, damn it, you know. So I'm not even gonna say where other countries are compared to the body part or what they're doing, but it's like, you know, it's like, so. But think about it. They say that the buttholes and the lips are the same exact skin type, like your skin, like this type of skin that your lips are, is the same as your anus. You know, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? So we're just a big snake. We're just an ass-to-mouth kind of a snake creature, you know? Kind of cool, kind of weird, you know? Kind of weird. Kind of says something about the planet and the world. So I guess you were looking for the face. You found the ass. What are you going to do about that? You know, what are you going to do about that? You're going to butt plug it? Are you going to wipe it? You're going to clean it? You know, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I realize that, I mean, I can go to the arm of the world. I can move somewhere else, let's say, hypothetically, right? But like, what is that going to do? I could what? Then I could do the nails of another country. I could go change the shoes of some other country, right? I think staying at the face butt is the key. To fix it here first, to plant roots here in some way, right? Start an industry here that is like an alternative industry that makes use of not just the pained, destroyed veterans, right? Makes use of them because they're not expendable. Makes use of all the old people that are suffering, right? That might want to give their inheritance to something bigger than whatever the fuck their ancestors or that their siblings are telling them to do. Because, you know, they're stuck in a cycle. They're immature. They never got to grow up naturally. So, and but then also like create a new circus, because look, October 7th, the whole attack on the festival. that was an attack on your mental freedom. That was an attack on your on fear. To be like, hey, be afraid of gathering, be afraid of loving each other, be afraid of dancing. Don't be afraid of that shit. Do it more. Do it so much that they don't know where to attack. Okay? Seriously, fuck them and their fear. And look, and hey, if that, like, I wouldn't mind, like, yo, if somebody, like, I'm not saying that it's a good thing that the thing happened, because it was probably an inside job, but, I mean, like, ultimately, if you're doing what you love, right, then you're not working a day in your life, right, because they say, you don't work a day. If you love what you do, you're not going to really be at work. So there's that. But then also, like, what about being a martyr, right? Like, if you're not only doing what you love, but if you're standing up for something right, they're not going to want to come after you because you'll be a martyr. You'll go in history as like somebody who wanted to make a difference, and then people will, like, make laws about you. They'll create countries with your name, right? So maybe like, but if you do nothing, then who knows? Then maybe like genocide. They'll just genocide you for no fucking reason, just because you're in the way. So you got to be so much in the way that they have to open the door. They have to touch your knob and open the door, right? And they'd be like, hey, that tickles. That tickles, Because in the process, maybe you were looking for where that knob was. You're like, oh shit, I was trying to open this door for a minute. Thank you. Thanks, So, and because I wanted to grease the hinges. I wanted to make sure it wasn't squeaky, because that next time I open it, you won't hear me open it.